Now hear me out. What if the new Total Drama seasons parodied Squid Game?
Are you crazy? Is that your problem?
If you're a Total Drama fan, or even someone who just casually watched the show before, at the very least, I'm sure you can tell Total Drama seasons are no stranger to parodying other forms of real-life media. I mean, the whole concept of the first 5 seasons is based off the reality TV show Survivor, with the Redonkulous Race season being a parody of The Amazing Race. And that's just the surface of it. Seasons like Total Drama Action base challenges around entire movie genres and subgenres, and even the characters throughout Total Drama history have been based off real people or other fictional characters from pre-existing media, like Harold being based on Napoleon Dynamite, Ella being a mixed breed of Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella, and Snow White, or Bea being based off Silent Bob from the Jay and Silent Bob movies, just to name a few. Total Drama has yet to stray away from this parodying trend with all aspects of every season. So that once again bears the question I asked earlier. What if we get an episode from the new Total Drama seasons, but based around the Netflix hit Squid Game? Warning that this video will contain minor spoilers about the events from Squid Game. You have been warned. Squid Game follows the story of a large group of people in debt who are invited to play a series of children's games for a large cash prize, to turn their lives around for the better and pay off their debt if they choose. The big catch is, if you lose at any of these games or try to quit on your own, the masterminds behind the games will kill you. Some of these games include Red Light Green Light, Tug of War, Marbles games, and the Tutulier Squid Game. Alliances between players can form, but the game is still every person for themselves from the start technically, since there can only be one winner if the game continues to the end. There's no denying these two shows are very similar in how the competitions work. Chris McClane being the front man and or old man equivalent, the soldiers being like Chris's interns, or Minyao and Duxu kind of being like Heather and Alejandra. That one might be a little bit of a reach, but it's fine. But how could games that are so violent be adapted in Total Drama form? Well, it's easier than you might think. Starting with the Red Light Green Light game, the giant doll that is able to detect any movement from players, allowing gunfire to anyone caught moving, could be replaced with one of Chris's robot animals. A new version of Scuba Pasta Bling Bear from the Pakatu Island season could be a perfect fit as the motion detector. And instead of the contestants getting shot by a real bullet, they'd be shot with Chef Hatchet's meatball bazooka. Chef Hatchet or the bear itself could be the one wielding the weapon. Chef Hatchet being the motion detector could also work. Although he's not an advanced machine, his military background and advanced college degree in manhunting might be enough to make the game feel legit, for lack of a better word. If the silhouetted contestants from the promotional poster were to actually compete again in one of these 2 new seasons, I think I can gauge how some of them would perform in Red Light Green Light. Heather and Alejandro would either move the entire time by hiding behind Owen, since he's big enough to hide both of their bodies. I could also see them pushing other contestants over at the very last second of each transition from green to red in an attempt to eliminate the rest of the competition quicker, as in trying to time their sabotage at the right moment so the contestant they push would be in the middle of falling as red is called out, resulting in an automatic shot from the meatball bazooka. Ryan's big ass could be used as a shield for contestants to sneak behind too. The Goths or Lightning would cross first, I think. Lightning just off his natural athletic ability, being really fast off rip, and the Goths being so quiet and stiff they'd never mess up whenever red light is called. The Tug of War game and the Glass Bridge game would have similar changes. Instead of the contestants falling onto hard floor if they lose or pick the wrong glass, they would fall into a body of water below. But this wouldn't be a Total Drama challenge if there weren't any man-eating freshwater sharks down there. Fang included, of course. Funny how shark-related challenges were never considered going too far in the Total Drama verse. It's just a thing now, especially after Total Drama Island. If the crew really wanted to imitate the Tug of War game in particular, they could have a team that looks super weak on the surface win against a team that looks a lot stronger on the surface. Like having Harold, Lindsay, Max, Beth, and Owen on one team versus Alejandro, Heather, Ryan, Lightning, and Ennui on another, with someone like Max or Beth knowing how to win off pure technique rather than brute strength. On the note of staying super true to what happened in the show, if Alejandro and Heather were to compete in one of these new seasons, Heather could make herself lose if it meant taking Alejandro out, like how Minyao took Duxu with her to the grave as revenge. Granted, Heather making a play like that just to take out someone else if it meant she'd lose out on the prize money would be super out of character for her, so that might be a bit of a reach on my end. I could definitely see the show making a joke about Owen's weight in a challenge like this, like if he stepped on a platform that was actually the sturdy glass meant to hold 2 people without breaking. Like as he's falling into the ocean, oh no, he stepped on the wrong glass. Then Chris was like, actually, I think that was the safe one. That's awesome. The way the Marbles game worked would be a perfect fit for a series like Total Drama, forcing contestants who have been on good terms throughout the season being forced to betray each other in order to gain invincibility. Imagine seeing Lindsay and Beth doing this, and Beth taking advantage of Lindsay's lack of intelligence to ensure victory. Or if Max and Owen actually ended up being canonically related like they are in Total Drama-rama, that could make things super intense if they're paired together. Having to betray your own flesh and blood just to win invincibility, that's a perfect recipe for juicy drama if I've ever seen it. I would not want to be at the Thanksgiving dinner table with their family from there on out, let me tell you. And with Squid Game being a free-for-all competition, if Total Drama were to parody these games, they would likely happen after the teams merge, which is usually around the halfway point or a little after the halfway point for said season, with all or even just one of these challenges occurring in just one episode. Having them drag out a parody over the course of multiple episodes would be a super risky move in my opinion, plus it would offer less creative variety with other challenges. TLDR, it would be structured like a gauntlet-esque challenge similar to the Say Uncle challenge in the Total Drama Island episode, No Pain, No Game, or the Total Drama Pocketeer Island episode, 3 Zones and a Baby. If this parody ends up being done with a completely new cast, that would be dope too. If executed well enough, it could end up being better than an all-star gauntlet headcanon for some. It's just that we still don't know what or if these new contestants are going to be. We unfortunately haven't gotten any type of concrete news about these 2 new seasons since their initial announcement back in February of this year. Assuming that what was said about the writing process for the first new season beginning in May of this year, and Squid Game not being released to the public until last month, if the Total Drama crew were to parody Squid Game, it seems it would be more likely to happen in the second new season rather than the first. Fingers crossed we get some kind of new promotional poster or teaser trailer before the 1-year anniversary of the first announcement. I'm curious what you guys think though. Is it too far-fetched to think a show like Total Drama would parody something like Squid Game, or do you think there's a possibility it could happen? And if so, how do you think the games from Squid Game would be transferred over to Total Drama to make them more kid-friendly? Especially if you have any ideas that I didn't already mention in this video. I'd love to know your thoughts. And who do you think is more insane, the frontman or Chris McLean? Honestly, I'd say Chris, because he seems to get way more of a kick out of people being in pain than the frontman. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. It helps out a ton. But for now, I will see you guys next time. Peace out. Take care. Bye-bye.